Everybody, Steve here. The Boys started out as a comic book and then moved on to a television show, a seemingly seemingly a popular TV show. Both of these, the comic book created by Garth Ennis and the TV show, which was created by Eric Kripke, are both individuals that surprisingly don't like superheroes. They don't like the thing that they use to tell their stories. Why? Why would someone do this? Well, it's easy money. People love superheroes, and if you put something out there with the superhero banner saying it's superhero this or superhero that, people will come flocking. They'll put their money down, or they'll come and watch what you have. And unfortunately, in today's society, there are a lot of people that like, and even, I dare I say, crave these dark, nihilistic, just anti-hero, villainous type shows where the hero really isn't the hero. And the boys is quite possibly the biggest offender of this. Now, I brought some quotes to back up what I'm saying. So if you will indulge me, let's take a look at them. We'll start with Gareth Ennis. Mr. Ennis says this. They seem to be the perfect fantasy of hope and empowerment for a world that increasingly lacks either. Personally, not having grown up with superheroes, I find them completely moronic. He also says this. I find most superhero stories completely meaningless. Now, that's kind of a dumb thing to say if you're writing superheroes, but writers today, they like the edgy, deconstructed heroes. They want to make heroes dark and flawed and just the worst of the worst. Heroes that use more villain tactics to get the job done than actually being heroes. And Eric Kripke, he likes to use heroes. He doesn't like heroes, at least not that I can tell. But he likes to use heroes as a platform to push his far left agendas. Again, I brought some receipts. Here's what he has to say. In a 2020 interview with garbage website The Mary Sue writes, Kripke touches on how the fascist superheroes of the boys coincide with the rise of fascism in our country, saying, we write a lot about what frankly frustrates us. We're living in the world's dumbest dystopia, and we happen to have lucked into a show that is the perfect metaphor for this exact moment. Kripke elaborates, explaining that iconic American superheroes like Superman and the boys stand-in Homelander prop up white supremacy, saying, the myth of superheroes themselves, though often created by young Jewish writers in the 30s and 40s, doesn't really apply as cleanly today because there's these undeniable fascist underpinnings to it. They're there to protect white patriotic America. That's what they were designed to do. That's what they do. They're protecting the status quo. But we just don't live in that time anymore. So the myth of the superhero taken straight, that's where it starts to become fascist, because they're protecting a world that doesn't and shouldn't exist. Superheroes are inherently MAGA.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Now, I'm an older fella. I grew up with superheroes way back from the 1970s, 80s, 90s, where superheroes meant that they did things heroically. They threw themselves in harm's way, knowing full well that they might not survive, in order to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Superman gets the bad rap of being the big blue Boy Scout, and that's not a bad thing. Superheroes are supposed to be the best of us. They're supposed to be our modern myths. They're supposed to be what we aspire to. No one's ever going to learn to fly or shoot lasers from their eyes, but we can all do our part to make the world a better place. And superheroes do that in a big way. And it is, while it might be a male power fantasy, who doesn't want to be Superman? Who doesn't want to be Spider-Man or the Flash or the Hulk? That's great. But these characters do what's right in spite of the danger and knowing that things aren't going to work out the way they want them to work out. I might be old fashioned, but that's the way I'm looking at it. So I guess, I guess we need some old fashioned.
People might just need a little old fashioned.
Again, let's take two examples again, and talk about things. Spider-Man 2. Doc Ock throws this train into chaos. I mean, he messes things up. This train's going to, run off the track, is going to kill all these people. Yet Spider-Man, knowing he will probably get injured, knowing there could be a good chance that he could die, throws himself in front of the train and stops it to save the people on there. He doesn't even care. He throws his mask off. People see his true identity. He doesn't care. He wants to save these people. That's what he does. On the flip side, we have The Boys, where Homelander and Maeve go to stop a terrorist attack on a plane, end up causing the plane to start to crash, and instead of saving them, Homelander convinces Maeve to leave the plane and just let it crash. Let it just go into the ocean, because I don't care. That's not a superhero. That is not what a superhero is supposed to be. Yet, millions of people watch this show and like it. I don't know why. They are completely destroying the superhero genre. They are completely destroying what superheroes are meant to be. Now, I don't like that, and I've done something about it. There's people saying if you don't like something, do something about it. So I did. I started writing books. I have my own superhero universe, the EVOREALM, where I write superhero stories with superheroes who actually want to help people. They throw themselves into harm's way. They do the things to protect humanity. I do superheroes right. Unlike Garth, Ennis, and Eric Kripke, I care about superheroes. I want superheroes to be heroic. I want them to be iconic. I want people to be able to look up to them and go, this is what I aspire to. Even though I'm never going to be able to lift a car over my head, I aspire to be good. And I look up to these characters as being the benchmark to where I want to be. And if this frustrates you, if this doesn't connect with you, if you're looking at me thinking, stupid old man, that's the past, heroes are different, you're probably the problem. You're probably part of the problem. And we can get back to that if you would just, well, I hate to say reject, because I'm not here to tell people what they can and can't read or what they can and can't watch. Watch whatever you want. Read whatever you want. But understand that you're being, Gareth, Ennis, and Eric Kripke are dragging you down into this black pit of hate that they have. Garth Ennis is a nihilist, and Eric Kripke is a far left lunatic. And they're using superheroes to destroy them and to bring you along for the ride. And most of you are going along willingly. And I hate to see that. I would really like to see superheroes get back to where they used to be. Hope, you know, goodness, defending the innocent, not destroying the innocent because you just want to get yours. But you let me know. Do you like the boys? Are you on board with their message? And you look at me as a relic of the bygone era that no longer exists? Or are you striving to get back to that era like I am and either doing something about it, creating your own stuff, again, to counteract this darkness, or at least finding stuff like mine and stuff that is real superhero stuff that is inspiring and heroic and being showing what we can be. Are you doing that? Are you searching for that? If you are, great. If you want to find my books and you want to read them and read about heroic characters, the link is in the description. If not my books, find something. Find something good in heroes and not these traitors, not these imposters that dress up in superhero skin suits and want to pretend they're superheroes and when in actuality they're villains, and you're okay with that. Don't be okay with that. All right, well, that's all I got.